These dark days call for crimson nights, so when the sun sets, the crimson moon rises.
I hope that y'all are doing well. I realize that I had my streams all scheduled for like the wrong nights and everything, so I've been planning to stream tonight, but this stream was not actually scheduled until for Wednesday night, so I forgot to actually schedule a stream for today. But here we are. Nonetheless, hopefully people will trickle in as they realize that I am streaming. I said I was streaming. I just didn't actually schedule the stream to start today. So, my bad on that. My bad on that, everybody. But welcome for those who are here. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a good start to your week. Tonight we're going to be getting into Final Fantasy XVI, continuing with our playthrough. I'd say we're a little bit more than halfway through the game. And maybe tonight we'll make a little bit more progress. We'll see. I just feel like there's so many cutscenes. You know, and I'm not necessarily complaining, but it's a lot of storytelling, a lot of storytelling through cutscenes. So I felt like, you know, we played a full stream last night, but we only got through like 3 quests. 3 main quests. Now here's the thing though. Before we get into Final Fantasy XVI tonight, we have a special delivery. I got my G Fuel Glitch Mix Hydration Collector's Box. So we gotta take a look at this thing and open it up, give it a taste. I've been looking forward to this. I pre-ordered it a long time ago and it's finally here. So let's get rid of the green screen, pull back the curtain so we can take a full look at this G Fuel Hydration Glitch Mix Collector's Box. Yo, Sabi, how's it going, my friend? First. Absolutely. Good morning to you as well, Sabi. Hope you're doing well. I'm doing well today. Man, this summer has been like such a sleepy summer for me. I'm not gonna lie. Like I got work done today. And you know, I did my job, but I feel like so just tired. I did go to the gym, so that also felt good. Made it to the gym. Hopefully tomorrow, it's 4th of July, so hopefully it's not like raining thunderstorming. It's about to thunderstorm right now. Again, I'm looking out the window. But hopefully I'll be able to go for a run tomorrow because I am less than 2 weeks away from my Spartan race coming up. So we gotta make sure we're in gear. Sabi said, good, going good here, chilling, but I think I drank too much cold water, which got my inside my neck acting up or something. That's not good. Spartan race coming up, not this weekend, but the next weekend. So less than 2 weeks away. And, you know, I wish that I had trained more, but I just had, like, various sicknesses and, you know, pulled muscles and things like that. So I just wasn't able to quite train as much as I wanted. But still, I'm feeling pretty good. I just need to be careful to, like, not overdo it, not injure myself in the next 2 weeks. Need to hydrate. Need to, like, kind of... I'm going to do one more long run this Friday, and then I'm going to sort of just recover from that and do some light working out, light stuff, eat well, sleep well, and then hopefully that'll be enough for me to power through it. Anyway, like I mentioned at the beginning of the stream, I got a special delivery. Oh, we gotta... Let's see, what do I gotta do here? This needs to be over here. I don't know. Let's do this. All right. So we got a special delivery today of G Fuel Hydration Glitch Mix, partnered with and inspired by Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. Just saw it on the opening weekend with the Crimson family and absolutely loved it. I can't wait to see it again when it's released on streaming platforms or whatever. But I pre-ordered this G Fuel a month or two ago and have been waiting for it. So it finally arrived. Very excited about it. And this is going to be a very special collector's box, a very special shaker that I'm very excited to take a look at with you guys. So we'll open this up and give it a taste as well. Before we do, just a quick look. You know, there's no, I think there's no sticker. There's no collector sticker in this box, so they just sent their kind of spring, summer, standard, generic sticker. I've got a lot of these, so there it is. So cool, happy to have it. All right, but let's take a look at the collector's box itself before we actually open it up. So here we go. All right, so let's get really in there. So you can see G Fuel Hydration, electrolytes, focus, and vitamins. Hydration basically means that it doesn't have any caffeine in it. All right, so it's hydrating rather than dehydrating because caffeine dehydrates you. And that's kind of cool. Like hydration, you can see it has the kind of Spider-Gwen looking mask as the O in there. And then again, it is inspired by and partnered with Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, which is still in theaters. Excellent film. Again, cannot wait to see it again. On this side of it, you know, you've got the Glitch Mix title down at the bottom. Glitch, obviously referring to the way that the different Spider-Men who go into different universes, they kind of glitch when they're not in the right universe. So the whole multiverse thing. Here we've got Miles Morales in his Across the Spider-Verse suit. An amazing black and red suit worthy of the Crimson Knights and the Crimson Overlord. Yours truly. Hey Rashad, how's it going? What are electrolytes? Electrolytes are like, they're basically just like minerals, vitamins and minerals that you need for, you know, for your body to function well, your muscles to function well. So if you get electrolytes, like when you work out and you sweat and you work hard, you use up electrolytes, you lose electrolytes. And so if you drink something like this, or even like Gatorade or those types of things, like they're supposed to restore electrolytes and help you keep going. Honestly, I keep holding it over there because I'm right-handed. G Fuel is really kind of like a pre-workout type of drink, is really what it is. It's a pre-workout drink that is just marketed towards gamers. So if you looked at any kind of pre-workout stuff to help you really like maximize your workout, to have endurance and stamina in your workout, it would be very similar to what you're getting with G Fuel. All right, so that's one cover. Now let's take a look at the side. So this side is just pretty much blank. So just the cool like kind of glitch design. This side has the spider logo in white on that glitch background, as you can see. And then this side's really cool. similar to the main other side that we showed, except this one has Miles, Spider-Gwen, and Spider-Man 2099. So let's take a good look at them. Jumping into action. Getting that light shining like right on this thing. Spider-Gwen's awesome. And then there's Spider-Man 2099. Who's also very cool. Alright, so that is the collector's box. Now let's open this up and see what we've got inside. Now you may have noticed this is a unusual collector's box because it's taller. It does not have a kind of plastic window on the front. Okay, so it's fully enclosed, no window, it's taller. And the reason for that is that we have this. My very first steel G Fuel shaker. So this is my very first steel G Fuel shaker. It's a tall steel shaker, and I had to get Glitch Mix when I saw this shaker. I was like, I have to get this one. All right, so let me put this a little closer so you can really see it. Definitely almost just dropped it. All right, so there's Miles. Love the colors. Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse exclusively in theaters right there. And then G Fuel. Just love the colors on this. Very cool. The top is kind of like a black, plain matte black top with, it's looking kind of orange with the green screen and everything in the background, but it is really it's a Spider-Man red cap, and it has this little handle right here so that you can like clip it on with like a carabiner or something like that. All right, it does say that you know, it's metal, right? It's steel, so definitely don't microwave it, but it also does say hand wash only, so that is something to pay attention to. You can only hand wash this thing, otherwise it might degrade pretty quickly. But look, you take the cap off, you see the steel right there. The top, now that's pretty cool. The top actually has a mixer built into it. One of these G Fuel mixers is actually built into the lid. All right, and look, that's pretty cool too. I didn't notice that, but the lid has the white Spider-Man logo there at the top. Very cool. And then again, inside it's just steel. All right, stainless steel. Very nice. Tall boy. I'm guessing it's, you know, like a 24-ounce shaker would be my guess. All right. But this is a really cool shaker. I love this. Very excited about that. Let me put that down here. All right. And then the only other thing in this box, like I say, there's no collector's sticker, is the energy tub. So we've got the Glitch Mix Hydration Energy Tub. It is a strawberry guava coconut flavor. All right, strawberry guava coconut, all great flavors. A very nice summery fruit punch type of mix, or like a tropical drink type of mix. It's smaller. It's a smaller tub because it is hydration. So it only has, I believe, 30 servings. Yeah, see, it says 30 servings there, as opposed to 40 like the caffeinated, you know, energy mixes. But again, there's Miles Morales. You know, whereas the colors, I guess the color of this matches the box a little bit more, kind of bluish and purple. You can see Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse right there. There's Miles with his Glitch Mix, strawberry guava coconut. And then the supplemental facts take up a lot. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to open this thing up and we're going to taste it. I have a nice, cold, clear winter white shaker of water so that we can see the color of glitch mix when we put it in there. I'm wondering if it's gonna be like red, if it's gonna be kind of like Spider-Man red. We'll see. All right, we opened it up. All right, the powder looks like it's basically white. I guess you could say it's grayish. And again, these hydration flavors are good for when, you know, you want some G Fuel or like a flavored drink, but you don't want the caffeine. So, well, it's gonna be hard to see, but it's basically just white powder. You can see the tiny little scoop here. So, like, literally the amount of powder that you put in is a lot smaller than with the energy mixes. So let's put this in. Trying to get a good scoop here. All right, here we go, Crimson Knights. It's looking Spider-Man red like I predicted. Rashad says, looks sick. Sabi said that steel is so shiny. Oh man, you can smell it. I would say the strawberry is actually coming through pretty strong in the smell. All right, so yeah, it's kind of a light Spider-Man red type of color. Cheers, Crimson Knights. That's good. Strawberry is definitely the dominant flavor in this. I would say strawberry and then coconut definitely come through. Guava, I'm having a little harder time kind of locating that flavor, so to speak. But it tastes just like drinking some strawberry coconut fruit punch or something. In fact, I have a strawberry kiwi Arizona iced tea that tastes somewhat similar to this. And this is pretty smooth. Relatively light, you know. It's got some sweetness to it, as a lot of G Fuel flavors do. But it's light. It's a light sweetness. It's not like overwhelming. All right. Well, I like it. Since we've seen the color, I'm gonna put it into the steel shaker now. Just give myself some extra dishes, why not? All right, let's try. How do you open this? The heck? Did I close it too tight? No. No. The cat broke, dude. The cat broke, guys. It's like stuck in there. No. I literally can't even get this thing open. There we go. I finally got it open and it's broken. I don't know if this is even going to be usable. It might be. I don't know. Let's see if it leaks. Oh, man. It was like really stuck in there. I had to push it through from inside. Let's see if it leaks. Because it kind of cracked above the seal. I don't think it's leaking, but like, I don't know. Cheers, Crimson Knights. Dang. I don't know. Yeah, G Fuel should replace it. I don't think they'll do that, honestly. Honestly, maybe I could try like gluing it or something like that. I might try gluing it. Like I'll drink this tonight, but then I'll try gluing it. A little bit of super glue might get the job done. All right. Let's get a poll going. You guys can rate this Glitch Mix collector's box in the chat by doing !vote and then space the number 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5 for 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5 moons. Trying to think. See, I think taste-wise, if I'm only going based on the hydration flavor, I'll give it a solid 4 out of 5 moons. I like it a lot. It's a good hydration flavor. I like it. I don't know that it quite hits that 5 moon rating for me, flavor-wise. Now, if I'm including the whole package, including the shaker, man, like this shaker, the design on this thing and the like, it's heavy. Like this is a legitimate steel shaker right here. Like I would give this a 5 out of 5 moons, except that the cat broke. Like, first opening, cap is broken. Thing just cracked. So I think for me, that'll downgrade it to a 4 out of 5 moons. Again, hopefully I can fix this with like some super glue or something like that, but dang, man, kind of disappointing that it broke like that. But yeah, I would say 4 out of 5 moons on the flavor. All right. Well, I'm going to try not to get bummed out about that. I'm going to be hopeful that we can fix it and salvage it. Might have to tweet at G Fuel about that. I don't know. Oh, the song started over. All right, let's put it out here. All right. Well, thanks for joining me in opening this collector's box. That was fun. They announced a bunch of new flavors today, by the way. Let's see if it's on their site, actually. Now, they only... All right, so there's lime margarita. That is coming later this week. Later this week, lime margarita is coming out. Let's see. Where is this guy? I want to see what other flavors were announced today. Yeah, so July 7th. Here, I'll show you guys. So July 7th, the all-new flavor Lime Margarita is coming out. This is an energy flavor, and I want it. I want that. All right, but then today they also announced, so this is one of the things they announced. G Fuel Hydration Raspberry Lemonade. This is Hype Sauce, which is an excellent, one of the top energy flavors that they have. I'd imagine that the, you know, hydration flavor is going to be just as good. It'll be the same. There's currently a sale going on for 4th of July. I'm trying to see if they have the other ones that they announced today. All right. Isn't it Crazed J? Isn't that who it is? There it is. The Crazed J. Okay. Gummy Sharks. All right, here's the picture we want. All right. So, what is this, actually? That says bubble gum, doesn't it? Wait, what is this? That's not Hype Sauce. All right, they're apparently putting out white cheddar protein puffs. I don't know about that. Lemon Italian Ice. That'll be interesting. That one's coming out July 19th. There's the Hype Sauce coming out on Wednesday that we just saw. Gummy Sharks coming out July 14th. This one would interest me because Ocean Potion was like a gummy flavor that very good. Ocean Potion is very good. Now this I'm not sure. Bubblegum something. I can't read what that says. I don't know what that is. Lemon Italian Ice possibly. Yours truly is of Italian descent. I love me some Italian Ice, so we might have to check that out. We'll see. But Lime Margarita, of all those, Lime Margarita is the one I'm most interested in and excited about. All right, let's catch up on some chat. How's it going, Crimson? Pickle hasn't been shipped out yet. Pickle hasn't been shipped out yet. Rashad said tweet it. I know. I might have to, man. I mean, I'm gonna tweet it either way. It's a bummer, but I'm gonna try to fix it. I'm gonna see if I can fix it. Sabi said, Crimson, do you own Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2? I do. In fact, I even started that game, but we just never really finished it. In fact, I should put that on my kind of backlog. Put that on here. And what was the other one? Monster Hunter World? All right. So, if you guys go to, let's see. I actually updated my gaming library today. I updated my gaming library today. Got a lot of stuff on there, but the main things that you really could look at are that I updated my anticipated releases. So games that are coming out in the next year that I am expecting I'll probably try to get and play. And I also added a new section called my top backlog, which are games that I have that I've either started or just haven't even started but own, have bought, and have not played or finished yet. And I really, those are like my top games that I would love to go back and finish. A lot of them I probably won't, you know. I probably won't have time, especially with all the anticipated releases coming out. The games we play just take so long. But if I had all the time in the world, those are a lot of the games in the blue that I would really love to go back and play. So updated that today, actually. Will I play XV2 with mods? XV2, what is that? Oh, are you just saying Xenoverse 2 with mods? Can you mod? You can't mod games on PlayStation, can you? Sabi said, Legend says one day Nokia got into a nuclear explosion, still working, and has 69% battery left after 69 years, 6.9 months, 420 days, 69 hours, 42 minutes, 42 seconds. Is that a real story? Because if not, that's just completely random. You said, Crimson, can I ask you something? It's about a different topic. Did you already ask me or what? Is that the Xenoverse 2 with mods thing? Yeah, I think I only own Xenoverse 2 on PlayStation 5. But I just want to play the actual... I just want to play the game. I want to play the actual game. I played a little bit of it, but I have not beaten it. Crimson said, your last stream name, by the way, was Chef's Kiss. This stream name or the last one? I thought the last one was pretty good. Fire and Ice. Crimson said, always doing well, except when I'm not. Fair enough. All right. Gosh, man, I just cannot believe that we broke the cap. No. I've been looking forward to this shaker, man. This could be my favorite shaker easily. I'm looking out the window because there's a thunderstorm going on. All right, I don't see any tornado warnings. The sky just looks a little bit interesting. There's like a layer of dark clouds, and then beneath it is a lot lighter. But I don't see any funneling or anything, so I think we're all right. Just gotta pay attention. I assume if a tornado was coming, I would hear it even through my headphones. No, the sky's not green. I think it's just like... It's just raining and thunderstorming, you know, lightning and everything. But the dark clouds aren't like... The dark clouds aren't like swirling. It's just... It kind of does... The cloud kind of has this like bump, you know? So I was like, what is that? But yeah, I think it's just a bump in the cloud. Don't worry, Crimson Knights. Don't worry. But... I may lose power, so every time there's a thunderstorm around here, like, it's possible that I will lose power. If I do, you know, the stream will just cut off, and that's what will have happened, is that I lost power. If that does happen, you know, I'll communicate with you guys on Discord about whether or not I can come back. But no, the sky is not green. The sky is not green, Crimson. Okay, Sabi said, yesterday I saw a dream where I was with my friends hanging out, enjoying spending time with each other, absolutely happy, but then all vanished in thin air like nothing. I was there in the dark, kneeling, down in the void of darkness, only me, nothing. Worried me that this is a sign of something. Then a question I asked myself was sent chills down to my bones. What is the true meaning of value of life's happiness? Wow, dude. Did you actually have a dream like that? I took a nap today and had a dream that I was like in Call of Duty. I was like... That's how you know I've been playing that game too much. Alright, let's get into Final Fantasy XVI. Okay, we need to go to Martha's Rest because we are doing some errands basically for Mid, who is Cid's daughter. I'm not completely convinced about this combination here, gonna be honest. I don't know if I even like Titan's abilities. I may switch back to Garuda. But we'll try it out. We just got Titan's abilities at the end of last stream, and we used them to defeat some like trophy hunting bosses, but I feel a little bit like we're tying our hands not having Garuda, because you can use Garuda's ability to pull down staggered enemies and kind of like super stagger them. Not having that, I feel a little bit like, I don't know, just like we don't have everything we need abilities wise. So we'll see. Yeah, if I hear a freight train coming. Thing is, if we ever get a tornado in this area, it does happen. Like, there are tornadoes that happen in the Mid-Atlantic, but if we ever do get tornadoes, they're usually like, you know, any tornado is bad if it's in a populated area and just destroys everything. But you're not usually getting like a super tornado. You know, you're getting a relatively low-rated tornado. Usually. Now, with that said, I'm pretty sure like last year or 2 years ago, there was just across the river in New Jersey, a tornado touched down and like just leveled an entire development, an entire housing development. So it can happen, you know. I'll keep an eye on it, but so far I think it's okay. I think the sun just hasn't quite set, so the lighting is like kind of weird. Or we got like twilight, I guess.
Ah, Clive, what brings you to the rest?
Well,
home finds itself in need of an extra carpenter. I wondered if I might be able to borrow Bernard for a short while.
Bernard. I like the way they say that, Bernard.
We're all friends here, aren't we?
Thank you, Martha. Do you know where I might find him?
He went up to Cressida on business. No idea what, mind. Place is a ruin. Far as I know, he's still there.
I'll look from there then.
Crimson Knights, can you guys remind me periodically to just save the game? Because this is pretty crazy lightning. I am kind of worried that I will lose power, and I'll be sad if we like do all this progress and I don't save. I literally played this game. The first 16 hours I played the game, I didn't save. I thought it was auto-saving, and it wasn't.
Don't ask me.
That
what
was
Vernon's
scary
doing
when I
in
realized
Preston.
that.
He'll have his reasons, though, I'm sure.
I hear you ran to Rosalith's aid when the Republicans attacked.
Not the
I'd
Republicans!
have been running in the opposite direction, as fast as my poor legs would carry me.
It's another January 6th event. Sabi said, Sid the mid, yeah. Yeah, that's a crazy dream, Sabi. Also said, I'll be right back from making my BF and not breakfast, by the way. Wow. Oh, trust me, Crimson, I knew. I knew what you were laughing at. All right, which side is this on? Where am I going? Oh, see, look. I bet he's gonna repair that bridge over there so that we can go into that other area. Let's get our chocobo.
Faster!
Let's use our chocobo and run into some fences over and over again. I like that the chocobo can like sort of flutter down.
You deserve a rest.
All right, so he repaired this bridge. See, I predicted that, Crimson Knights. Remember that? I predicted that last night.
If it ain't the lad who saved my life. What brings you to a place like this?
You do, Bernard.
You do,
Martha said I might
Bernard.
find you here. I have a proposition for you.
Oh, do you know?
This flavor is really good. Strawberry guava coconut.
Building a workshop, you say? Well, that beats tacking boards to bridges, sure enough. And if Martha didn't mind me being gone a while, then neither do I. You just tell me where you want me.
That's the spirit.
That's the spirit.
I couldn't ask a favor, though, could I?
Oh,
Before
I
we go?
assume there would be a
Of
favor,
course.
like clearing out this entire area or something like that for you. Oh my gosh, it's like
Well, that there is Cressida. Where I
Cressida,
grew up. Ain't much left of it now, though. Except my
completely
parents'
destroyed.
But I came up here hoping to visit. I even patched up the bridge to get across. Only to find the place crawling with fiends. But you're a dab hand when it comes to dealing with beasts and bogles, ain't you? Any chance you could,
It's the least I can do.
well, thank you kindly. And take care. I'd be much obliged if you could rid the old place of nasties.
Nasties.
And so would my ma and pa, I'm sure.
All right, let's get in here. Let's slay some creatures. Let's start off by just sending a giant earthen fury at them. See how they deal with that. Oh, this blocks. Try to hit me. Could you try to hit me, Crayclaw? Dang. Ow! The bird hit me. Who are these new enemies? Vampire Thorn, interesting. Let's light him on, well, no, that's not on fire. Now let's light him on fire. Here we go. Let's get there. How do I turn Torgal to be like Alpha Dog now, though?
It's over.
More enemies. All right. No problem.
Nice try.
What? He stopped my attack? Okay. I don't like this guy.
Titan.
All right, let's send this at him. See how he enjoys that. Limit break. All right, let's finish this guy. See what we can do here. Oh, shoot. Full stagger, baby. He's dead. All right, spoils. 187 XP, 400 gil, and 90 ability points. We also got a dragon talent and a gill bug. Excellent.
That should do it.
You made short work of that lot.
We sure did, bruh.
Thank you, son. Now my folks can rest in peace once more.
How long is it since the village was abandoned?
Oh, people started packing their things after the duchy fell. Between the Blight and the Imperials, you just couldn't make ends meet. Must be nigh on a decade since the last wagon left. Oh, it may as well have been a century, looking at the place. This isn't the Cressida I remember.
I'm sorry.
Ah, don't be. Can't live in the past, no matter how nice it might have been. Soon as I'm done saying a prayer for those that raised me, it's onto your hideaway.
Excellent.
I'll meet you there.
Thank you, Bridge Builder Bernard.
That should take care of Mid's little list.
All right, so now we can go back and speak with Mid. Again, what kind of parent? I get it, you know, Sid named his kid Mid. I get it. But on the other hand, who names their kid Mid? How's it going, Maddie? Maddie said, I'm speechless after Angel showed me his analytics for the last week. Like, pulling in some big numbers or what? What left you speechless exactly, Maddie? I actually lurked in one of his streams for a bit today. During my lunch break. Crimson, are you saying you don't get why it's funny that the kid's name is Mid? Is that what you're saying you don't get? If so, I'll explain. Kids these days are like, oh, that's so mid. Like, medium, like, meh. So if you name your kid Mid, kind of like, your kid's just like, eh. That's what the kids these days are saying. Maddie said he would have definitely answered if you commented. He tries to answer every comment. Oh, I know. I was just lurking. I was like eating my lunch and watching his stream for a bit. Guess he wanted his kid's name to rhyme. His name was Sid, and he named his kid Mid. Look at this place. There's a screenshot. This definitely looks like a boss area, doesn't it? There's gonna be something here. There's probably gonna be like one of those hunt board creatures. Come kill here would be my guess. All right, but we did what we needed to do, so let's head back to the hideaway, finish this quest. Maddie said 4,500 people tuned into his streams and 513 TV views. What does that mean? In the last 90 days for him. That's awesome. That's crazy. How many subs does Angel have? I didn't even really look at that. I really need to get back to editing videos. I've been kind of lazy, honestly. I've got like ideas and stuff, but I haven't been editing videos. I've just been doing streams. Oh, gotcha. Like he broke it down by which platform or whatever people were watching from.
Shouldn't you be getting some
Or which
rest?
device people were watching from. Here's Mid.
All right, Clive. You've all done then?
I am. I've placed your various orders, and a carpenter by the name of Bernard is on his way from Martha's Rest.
That's brilliant. Thanks, Clive.
Oh, you're welcome, Mid.
Is there anything else you need?
Blackthorn and Lady Karen have already sent over everything I asked for, and I've got all my plans drawn up. So as soon as Bernard gets here,
He's
we
like,
can get to
is
work."
there anything
wait.
else you need? Quest complete. This quest was kind of mid. The Breath of Earth wind-up. Reduces wind-up cooldown time by 3 seconds. Yeah, I'm probably not going to use that.
That's my good deed for the day done. Let's see how Jill's faring.
Did Bernard say how long he was going to be? I mean, it's fine, but I hope he comes soon.
I mean, it's fine, but I hope it comes soon. Got a couple new side quests available. All right. Well, let's go in here. Let's get our main quest and our side quests.
Ah, Clive.
Talia, how's Jill?
Recovering, but she still needs her rest.
Of course. Take good care of her, won't you?
I'll do my best. Oh, Gav was looking for you. He said he had something to show you in the shelves.
The shelves. Oh, that's right. He went to ask Hippocrates about Torgal. He must have found something.
Don't keep Gav waiting. He seemed excited.
All right, I won't. I want to find out about Torgal. All right, here's Rodrigue. Physica.
You have the look of a man with the twins upon his shoulders, Rodrigue.
Talia has tasked me with removing a Cursebreaker's brand. But it's my first time, and I don't think I can do it. I'm afraid of what happens if I fail. You survived, I know, but here as many die as recover. Is it really worth the risk?
You don't need me to answer that. You know full well what we're fighting for. I hope as much as you that one day bearers can walk among others as equals. But until that day, a brand is a burden, and we must lift that burden in order to go undetected.
It's not undetected, though. You have a scar in the shape of a brand on your face.
And we
like,
undergo it willingly.
It's obvious that you were a bearer, you know?
I still wish there was some other way. But griping about my lot helps no one, I suppose. Don't worry. I'll do what must be done.
I know you will.
Unfortunately, the first thing that needs doing is the preparation of a draft to dull the pain. Something I can't do with the infirmary's ammonia supply so low. What few leaves we have would barely be enough for removing a splinter, let alone a brand.
Maybe you should stop giving out painkillers for splinters, bruh.
Just tell me what you need.
You'll go. Oh, thank you. No one knows Herblord like Taya, and she swears by ammonia for easing pain. It's simple enough to find, if you know where to look. And fortunately for you, I do. Along the river near the village of Amber over in Rosaria. Just search for the bright blue blossoms.
Quest accepted, do no harm. All right.
If we could get ammonia to grow here in the hideaway, we wouldn't have to risk our lives to gather it.
Man, we're trying to just grow everything here. See if there's anything over. Oh, it's Jill. Hey, Jill.
I'm feeling a lot better, thanks to Taya's remedies. But she insists I rest.
Okay, so I guess that means we're not hanging out. Let's inspect this. Treatment diary. Today, Clive visited the infirmary to have me dress a laceration on his left forearm. I cleaned and stitched the wound and instructed him to rest the arm so that it could heal. But not an hour later, he was leaving on another mission. It's supposed to be the 100th time he's disobeyed my instructions. The next time he comes for me for treatment, I'm tying him to the bed. Crimson said Clive should have been named Broody. I know. Why is he's like, he really is, isn't he? He's very brooding.
The little ones have been up to their old tricks again. Drawing up.
Do you have a moment, Sid? A team of Cursebreakers has gone missing near Northreach.
Which team?
Coles. They were sent to liberate a carriage of bearers before they could be smuggled to market. They were moving in for their assault when the carriage was attacked by goblins. A Cursebreaker managed to release a Stolas amid the confusion, but this was days ago. They should be back by now, but I've heard nothing from any of them. I can't help but worry that...
They know the work is dangerous, but I'm sure they're fine.
But what if I've got them all killed? Before they go out, I always remind them why we're doing this, what they escaped, and what we're freeing people from. But I never really thought how my words might affect them. What risks they might take because of the things I've said.
I'll go and find them. We'll both rest easier knowing they're safe.
Thank you, Sid. And I'm sorry to trouble you with this. The plan was to intercept the slaver somewhere in the Dragon's Eyrie. I can't tell you much more than that, I'm afraid.
That should be enough to go on. If they were there, Torgal will track them down.
He sure will. He's my super pup. The weight of command.
We're lucky that Stolas escaped the Dragon's
This is
Eyrie
Doris.
unscathed. Without it, we would never even have known that Cole's team had been attacked.
All right. People complain, one, that this game's side quests are like too basic or whatever, but I like that they're pretty quick, you know, they're pretty quick and simple, but I feel like they kind of flesh the world out in a quick and simple way. So I like that there's not just like an overwhelming number of side quests. People have also been complaining the game's too easy.
Where have you been? I've been wanting to ask you something about Torgal.
What about him?
Where did you get him, like, in the first place?
That's a good question.
My father brought him back from one of his expeditions into the Northern Territories. They were crossing a snowfield when they heard his cries, and seeing no sign of his pack, they took him in.
What do you reckon, Tomes?
It certainly adds weight to the theory. Clive.
What's the theory?
I believe that Torgal may be no mere hound, but a rare frostwolf.
Of course he is.
An animal native to the far northern reaches of Valisthea.
Rare frostwolf.
I found reference to a frostwolf who served as guardian to an ancient queen of the north. Such was his mastery over ether, he could cast magics on command. His name was Fenrir.
Fenrir.
Fenrir the Frostwolf.
I like it.
Now, the annals do not state it explicitly, but I have reason to believe this queen was a dominant of Shiva, a girl from the Northern Territories and her faithful hound. One awakens as the dominant of Shiva, and the other...
You're saying that Jill granted Torgal his powers?
What?
Just like Fenrir. People called him my hound, but Torgal and Jill were inseparable. He grew up as a faithful companion to the dominant of Shiva, and years later, his powers awakened, just when his master needed him the most.
You're right.
He's like a dominant of Fenrir.
Bastards to Kingdom Come. Jill would have been for it.
Quite. Though Torgal's power is his own, his latent birthright as a frostwolf, it had only to be unlocked.
Oh, get you, Torgal.
Well, how do we unlock it whenever we want?
Even finer hound than we thought.
Bark!
And regarding your original concern, you need not fear for Torgal's health. Why, the beast has the appetite of a behemoth. Just this very morn, I found him with his nose buried in my nuts.
What?
There you are! I've been looking everywhere for you. Bernard's here. I need you to introduce us so we can get to work.
I shall be a moment.
What? Oh, man. Just this morning, I found his nose buried in my nuts. Sometime later, this is Mid's new workshop in the hideaway.
Isn't it brilliant?
It is.
Well, I couldn't have done it without you. You and everyone else. But I promise I'll pay you back. I'm gonna work my fingers to the bone for you lot, starting right now. Just you wait. I'll make wonders like this world's never seen.
Then I look forward to seeing them.
All right, everybody, get to work. Work your fingers to the bone, like she said, you know?
Now that that's settled, I wonder if Vivian's made any progress tracking down Kupka.
All right, let's talk. Kalina, engineer.
Everything we need to begin work in earnest. And work in earnest we shall.
Excellent, excellent. Here's Bernard.
Thanks for before, son. That was a good deed you did me. Only right I do you one in return. Though I did wonder if I'd bit off more than I could chew when Mid showed me her plans for the place. If she hadn't been there to tell me what to do, I wouldn't have known where to start.
Thanks for letting me do this, Clive. I'll pay you back, I promise.
I'm sure you will. Let's going on in here? Nothing. Alright, so it's just a little, tiny little workshop, huh? Okay. Well, congratulations on your tiny little workshop. Like, literally, what did you even do? You just, like, built some shelves? And a table?
I wish Miss Midador would let us help her with her dungeoneering.
Anyways, people are complaining that they feel like this game is too easy. And in my opinion, like, there are challenging moments in this game, but it's not like a constantly just sweaty, challenging game. It's about the story, it's about the world, and I'm fine with that. Like, I don't want this game to be, like, super hard, super difficult the way that Elden Ring is. I want it to be, like, fun to play, you know? Just enjoy.
How goes the hunt for Kupka?
Largely in circles. We have myriad sightings of strange soldiers in unexpected places, but nothing definitive as yet. If only we knew for certain by what route he left Rosalith.
Well, keep at it. If anyone can piece this puzzle together, it's you. And I'm willing to wait as long as it takes.
And he's literally just gonna stand here and wait. Watch right over your shoulder until you figure it out, as long as it takes.
What? Here?
Would that be a problem?
Do you know, Clive? I believe it a mercy that you didn't inherit your father's throne. Your poor people would surely live in fear of you.
You have nothing to worry about on that front. I won't be claiming his crown.
That is a relief.
Clive, have you got a minute? We, have a guest.
A guest?
What are we looking at here?
For your trouble. It was a pleasure, in hindsight.
Uncle Byron?
Clive, my
Uncle
boy!
Byron?
Tap a cask and stoke the ovens, for your favorite uncle is here.
Oh, Uncle Byron. Meanwhile, this is such a cool Twinside, the Holy Empire of Sembrek. What a cool, like, castle area.
The Dalmekian government
Audience chamber of the
sues for
Imperial
peace.
Palace.
How shall we respond?
If they're willing to accept their fault in the matter, I see no reason to refuse them.
Still, we must insist on substantial reparations. Twinside stores are not as bottomless as reported.
Aye, and we have many more mouths to feed. We shall just have to have the Dalmecs empty their treasuries for us.
Of course, none of this would have been possible without your timely intervention, Prince Olivier.
Indeed, I doubt any of us would have had the courage to trade words with the mighty Titan, nor less the wit to win him over.
The Empire owes you a great debt.
May the blessing of the crystals go with you, Your Highness.
May the blessing of the crystals go with you.
Very good.
Very good.
Now, let us come to the question of precisely when the Dalmecs will withdraw their troops.
Dion's fire could rid us of them in mere moments. The men of the Fist will not withdraw until a peace treaty is concluded. So let us keep the negotiations open, give them time to gather what gold and trinkets they can. And once they deliver that which we demand, what worth is a piece of parchment?
Your Radiance, were Prince Dion to take the field, the enemy would surely send their own dominant to meet him. And while His Highness would of course prevail, there would be heavy losses on both.
You need not fear Hugo Kupka. He is engaged on the Western Front. Even were the Dalmex to send for him, he would not arrive in time. As much as I would enjoy witnessing a clash between Bahamut and Titan, it is not to be.
And what of your subjects, Your Radiance? If the fighting spread to the city proper, the people would bear the brunt of it.
There will be losses, it is true. Yet for every citizen who falls, another can be bred. For every home that burns, another can be built.
He seems like a nice guy.
The Empire will live on. Dion?
Yes, sire.
Why does he like to hold a flower?
Prepare for battle.
But sire...
Do not make me repeat myself. Return to your camp and await my orders.
Oh, I missed it. That was a good screenshot. I missed it.
If that is your wish, Your Radiance, I shall depart at once.
I thought the Bahamut guy was good. But I guess not. And the king, the Imperial, the Emperor,
forgive you.
Isn't he Odin? Is he the dominant of Odin?
What do the astrologers augur?
The stars are in agreement, Your Radiance. The shadow of treachery hangs over Prince Dion.
So Annabella's tales were true. You disappoint me, Dion.
So they think Dion is gonna betray the Emperor.
What on earth is Uncle Byron doing here? Only one way to find out.
Speak with Byron, Uncle Byron. Hey Nineball, how's it going, my friend? Maddie said, sadly I worked yesterday and today couldn't support Angel. Welcome back, Sabi. Alright, so let's go down here and talk to Uncle Byron. Watching someone blow up on YouTube. We know it's not me. We know it's not us.
Well, fuck me.
Never thought I'd see the day Lord Byron Rosfield of the Seven High Houses came to tea.
But I am very hopeful that by the end of July, we will be eligible for partnership with YouTube. So I'm very excited.
Ah, my dear nephew, how I've missed you.
How did you find this place, Uncle?
Through the good offices of young Sir Wade. He really is the most helpful fellow. As are you, I hear. The Guardians and those they freed tell the most outlandish tales of your heroics in Rosalith. Which is why I came, to learn the full truth of the matter. Sort the fact from the fiction, so to speak.
You were working with the Guardians of the Flame to evacuate the people of Rosalith to Port Isolde.
I was, aye.
Then I have questions for you. Please, come inside, Uncle.
Gladly.
Very fortuitous timing.
You there are 2,000 gold talents in those chests. See that they're added to my nephew's coffers, would you?
2,000?
2,000?
And I'm afraid that is all I know.
A fleet sailing south past Port Isolde. Most intriguing.
Forgive me for not being able to tell you more. I hadn't the faintest idea Kupka withdrew wounded from Rosalith. Still less that my own nephew dealt the decisive blow.
What do you think, Vivian?
I think, with this news of the Dalmekian fleet and recent reports of the Royalists' movements, that the final piece of the puzzle has fallen into place.
The final piece?
Come here and I'll show you. It is known that Kupka's forces entered Rosaria via its unguarded coast. So can the same be said of your visitors from Waloed? Certainly her royal navy is famed for the efficiency with which it bears her knights from one battlefield to the next. And in the Einherjar, or Black Galleon, she boasts a vessel nigh as swift and every bit as feared as the kingdom's legendary cavalry. A fitting flagship for a land apart, her naval presence being crucial to her ambitions beyond Ash. Yes, it seems safe to assume that the Royalists did indeed enter Rosaria from the sea. So then, had you a vested interest in Titan's survival, whither would you take him? Why, home to Drake's Fang, a place rich enough in ether to conjure the magics needed to mend his hurts. But would that not entail an arduous voyage around the southern cape? Let us say that the Royalists did put ashore with a mind to spirit Kupka away from under your very nose. Could that truly have been their plan for him? To load him aboard one of the ships flying Republican colors sighted off the coast near Port Isolde. To spend weeks at sea, being tossed hither and yon by unforgiving waves, his life hanging in the balance. No. The journey would mean Titan's death, and Kupka's faithful creatures would not allow it. So what then was the plan of our Waluda friends? Reports suggest they made not for the coast, but for the desert. And by cutting through the Velcroy, a party traveling light would have Titan back in his bed days before a galley could lurch into port. To wit, it was the Royalists, not the Republicans, who effected Hugo Kupka's safe retreat. I would stake your life on it.
All right. A lot of explanation.
So it was the Waluders who spirited the wretch away. Now I think about it, there was something a little strange about the ships I saw. The men seemed almost crestfallen, as if in mourning, as if they believed, or were made to believe, that their master was dead.
You have a keen mind, Lord Rosfield. And you have your answer. To find Kupka, you have merely to follow the Royalist trail across the Velcroy. It may well have gone cold by now.
Alright, so we're hunting down Kupka, the guy whose hands we chopped off and took his Titan powers last night.
Allow me to accompany you part of the way. As luck would have it, I had intended to journey Canberward on business after visiting you here. The Fang would be but a short detour.
I'd be glad of the company. Give me a moment to make ready. I need to tell my friends what we've learned. And where we're going.
Very well, but be quick about it, my boy. Time waits for no man.
All right. While we're thinking about it, let's just save real quick to make sure that we don't lose our progress, just in case. We lose power.
Mid's finished outfitting her little workshop on.
Otto, Kupka's at Drake's Fang. I'll be leaving before sunset.
You're not going in there alone, are you?
Don't worry. I'm not going there to destroy the Mother Crystal. All I'm after is Kupka's head. I won't risk any more than I have to. I promise.
The Lancer and the Fang are all Kupka's personal fiefdom. You have any trouble on the way, you ask for Rosina Dalamil. Some call her the Desert Hare.
Who is she?
An older
She's a rabbit. Oh.
And only Sid's. All I know is the name, and that they used to meet at the Dalamil Inn. We've heard nothing from her since he died. But I'm thinking maybe the new Sid might be able to bring her back into the fold.
Thanks. I'll keep that in mind.
So, what about your uncle? I mean, he's welcome to stay, but...
Don't look so worried. He'll be coming with me.
Why don't they like him, though? What's their problem with him?
Otto, I'm leaving you two in charge.
You can count on us. I heard they call Rosina the Desert Hare on account of how little escapes her ears. That and her habit of bolting at the first sign of danger. But if she knew Sid was looking for her, she might just be tempted back out of her burrow.
And yes, Abi, we have about 250 watch hours to go to get partnered, or to be eligible for partnership.
It's this gold your uncle gave us. Are you sure it's all right for us to take it?
My uncle isn't easily refused, especially where dispersing his wealth is concerned.
But 2,000 talents. I don't even know how much that is in Gil.
It's the price of a quayside mansion in the Crystalline Dominion. He sold one to fund our endeavor. He was hoping to part with it anyway.
Wouldn't have minded just having the mansion, though.
And, luckily for him, a Sambraquan noble was willing to pay over the odds for a foothold in the Holy Emperor's neighborhood.
But still, 2,000 talents? I mean, is it normal for nobles to give away that kind of money?
It's normal for my uncle.
Fuck me. Oh, the other half live, eh?
Yeah,
Well,
for real.
Now that we've got a few gil to rub together, do you think it'd be all right if I splashed out on a few bottles of Lost Wing's finest?
Here, leave some for the rest of us, Otto. If he's filling his cellar, I'm filling our larder, starting with a barrel of the best salt-cured northern salmon.
I'll leave you to decide how best to use it.
They're literally just buying alcohol and food. That's what they're spending all of our money on.
May the winds of fortune be forever at your back, Sid.
Why, thank you.
Don't say that. The last thing you need when you're crossing the desert is for the wind to pick up.
All right. I'm not going to talk to Byron yet,
Been up to their old tricks again.
because I think we can do a couple, we can do these two side quests that we've got. And then we'll continue with the story. Yeah, all right. Reading table. Oh, I didn't realize when you look at the map, you can just see which things have the yellow dot for like new, you know, updates or whatever. I didn't realize you could just look at the map to see that. All right, let's head up the reading table, see what we've got here. Homecoming. I apologize for what happened at Rosalith. I fear what might have been had not you. I fear what might have been had not you, Gav, and Torgal fought so fiercely. Once again, you were there when I needed you most, and for that I shall forever be grateful. Seeing the city I had once come to know as my home reduced to flame and rubble has left me with much sadness in my heart. But the time for looking back is beyond us. We must focus on here and now. Our memories will be waiting for us when this is all through. Jill. All right, let's go here to Hawk's Cry Cliff.
The river was easy enough to find. Now for those herbs.
All right, so we're looking for the herbs for ammonia, for sterilization and pain killing. I'm punching a bird.
It's over.
Gather ammonia. Ammonia. Is that actually an herb?
With blue flowers. I hope it's the right one.
Hey, Rec, how are you? How's your week going so far? Happy end of Monday.
Keep the infirmary stocked for a while. Hopefully, this will put Rodriguez's mind at ease.
All right, so we did that. Now we'll go to Northreach. Do this other side quest stuff, back to the hideout, finish them up, continue with the main story.
Slavers don't even
Wow, Rec, you're almost finished with chapter 4. You're moving fast, dude. You're really pumping those out. The Dragon's Addy. Search the Dragon's area for Cole's party. Oh,
Be safe.
We found it.
Get me back on my feet. I'll tear those bastards.
Cole, I'm glad you're in one piece.
Just about. Sid, if you don't mind me asking, what are you doing here?
Doris sent me to find you. She hasn't heard anything since the attack. She's been worried about you.
I sent a runner to the Dame in Northreach. The hideaway should have learned of our survival yesterday.
Yeah, it seems like he didn't make it.
And it looks like you freed the bearers.
Only some. The rest locked themselves in the slaver's carriage rather than fleeing when they had the chance. I want to help them, Sid. But we're barely in any state to protect those few we did save.
You made the right decision. Now where's the carriage?
The goblins may still be out there.
You have duties to attend to here. See to the injured. I'll handle the rest.
All right. Just follow the path to the south. You'll come across the carriage soon enough. And please, hurry. If the beastmen get to those bearers, the poor souls will be eaten alive.
I won't let that happen.
Thank you. And Sid, it's good to see you.
Don't thank me just yet.
When the goblins drove off the Slaver's Guard, I thought they might be doing us a favor. Damn fool.
Rex said, I started on before I completed the recording of Chapter 3, so I'm 10 parallel universes ahead of the amount of time it usually takes me. Way to go, dude. Smart.
Trying to get into the carriage.
All right, looks like we're going to go against a Giga Goblin.
This. Fire it.
He hit me on the last one. All right.
Too slow.
Alright, we've almost got this. Hey, Latrice, how are you? Boom. Giga Goblin done. We're playing some more Final Fantasy XVI, obviously. Bone necklace. Used in crafting. Getting a little side quest action done here.
Who are you? A friend. Are there any more survivors? Why didn't you flee with the others? If the goblins had made it through that door, you wouldn't have stood a chance.
Why should we run? One miserable death's no worse than another.
Perhaps. But we're here to give you another choice. Freedom, safety, the life you've been denied. Come with us. Let us protect you.
Sid, I couldn't just let you... You weren't too late then. Thank the gods.
This man risked his life to save yours. To give you a second chance.
Fine. Do with us what you will.
What we'll do with you is take you to safety. After that, it's up to you. Your lives are your own now.
You can leave the rest to us, Sid. We'll get everyone back to the hideaway.
Thank you. I'll let Doris know we're expecting new arrivals.
All right. Basically, people who were slaves, their spirits are just completely crushed. I can't even imagine a life worth living. All right, back to the hideaway we go. Who's Rashad? Rashad is an IRL friend. Why do you ask, .rec? Latrice said, just got done recording. I thought I was going to have my video today, but I'm going to have to upload it tomorrow and then make a second video. Y'all are putting me to shame making all these videos. I haven't been doing anything. I've just been streaming.
Sid, welcome back. A Stolas from the Dame arrived not long after you left. If I'd just waited a little longer, I might have been able to deal with things myself. Or maybe I wouldn't. I keep making the wrong decisions.
Cole and the others got home safely. You made exactly the right decision.
No, I was lucky. I've been tracking that slaver for months, and then I sent Cole and you after them, woefully unprepared. What kind of leader sends people into danger without considering all the risks? I should have urged greater caution, told Cole to be wary, to pull back at the first sign of trouble.
We swore the same oath as you, Doris.
It's good to see you.
Don't blame yourself, Doris. We're all just doing the best we can.
I'm sorry.
With all due respect, we Cursebreakers don't risk our lives because you commanded of us. We risk them because we believe in our cause. No one with doubts ever joins our ranks. The agony of removing the brand more than sees to that.
We all know how much bravery that takes.
Cole, I never doubted your courage. Only my ability to see it put to good use. Thank you for your faith in me. I'm not sure I deserve it. I sometimes wonder if I might prefer to risk death alongside the others than ask it of them. But I'm a Cursebreaker. I swore an oath too. I have a role to play, and I must trust that I'm the right one to play it.
You will. In time.
Alright, side quest complete for the Weight of Command. We're now over 300 renown. We just got the Breath of Fire for Rising Flames. Reduces Rising Flames cooldown by 2 seconds. I didn't even notice that Rashad got refrained. Censored by Streamlabs. I didn't even notice that.
I didn't mean to doubt my comrades, but I couldn't leave them out there either. I need to trust them more, I see that. But that doesn't mean I need to care about them any less.
Alright, let's go complete this side quest. Give this guy his meds. Medicinal herbs.
I hope you didn't have too much trouble finding the ammonia.
Actually, it was very easy. Ammonia leaf, a wild herb that, when brewed into an infusion, can dull the pain of a barber's blade.
Only the usual.
Oh, yes. This is it. And more than I was expecting. I dare say the patient won't feel a thing. That is, unless I...
You'll do fine. Tyre trusts you. Which means I trust you. The hideaway would be lost without skilled physicers like yourself.
Thank you for the kind words. Truly. But I'm sorry. I'm still terrified. The brand is more than just ink on flesh. It's a death sentence. Milk of the wyvern tail lurking just below the surface of the skin. One ill-conceived incision, a single slip, and the poison fouls the patient's blood. Failure means death. And even
wow.
Success means tremendous
So
pain.
apparently there's actually poison built into the brand, the bearer's brand.
To help people, not to kill them. I don't want to kill anyone.
Cursebreakers lead hard lives. And the operation is only the beginning. They toil in the shadows, risking life and limb, knowing their efforts will win them neither glory nor acclaim. And yet we never won for volunteers. Why do you think that is?
Conviction? They're willing to die?
They're willing to fight. to give their lives to create a world where people like us can be more than mere possessions. I know your work isn't easy, but neither is going under the knife. Be a shoulder for your patients to lean on. Stay strong for them.
You sound like Tyre. Do you know what she once told me? It's natural for a patient to feel like they're suffering in solitude. And it's a physicist's duty to see that they don't. Thank you for helping me remember that. I won't falter. Not again.
All right. Do no harm. 15 more renown points. Sharp fangs and steel silk. I feel like we've got so much crafting material.
I'll let my fear get the better of me. I'm ready to be stronger. For the hideaway. For all of us.
All right, we did the side quests that are available, so now it's time to pretty much get on with the main quest. Whoops.
How are you doing?
I don't want to talk to you, Gout, so let's talk to Desiree.
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper. Your benefactors are a generous lot.
All right, safe passage. Not long ago, I was accosted by footpads as I walked the gilded path and would have perished alone in the desert had not the curse breakers come to my aid. I owe them my life. May this token serve them well. Traveling Turpis Shorian. The heck that is. Get Direwolf Jess? What is that?
Yours. Best of luck out there, Sid.
What is Direwolf Jess? Let's see. Increases combo damage by 5%. Okay. Alright. What do we have here? Reduces Flames of Rebirth cooldown time by 12 seconds. I mean, that's pretty freaking helpful. Alright, let's talk to Lord Byron.
All right, Uncle. I'm ready to depart. Shall we?
We shall. Come, let us away to adventure.
Turns calmly around. Thank you everybody for being here. Thank you for liking the video and being subscribed to the channel. Appreciate you guys. Hope you're enjoying this playthrough of Final Fantasy XVI on the PlayStation 5. The Velcroy Desert, a vast, arid sea of sand and stone that has been slowly consuming Western Dalmatia since time immemorial. So we're going in, and we're basically trying to hunt down Kupka, whose hands we chopped off and abilities we stole last night. The Dalmatian Republic. Get ourselves a nice little fast travel stone.
I was a young man when last I walked this path. There's an old trading post not far from here. The road to Drake's Fang leads through it.
The trading post it is.
Riddle of the Sands. All right, make for the Velcroy Desert. Make for the Dalamil Inn. And now we've got our Uncle Byron in our party.
Lies over that dune, beyond the ruins. Markham well, Clive. It's all too easy to lose one's bearings in the sands.
Let's see how well Uncle Byron fights. Say hello to my little stones. Nice axe work, Uncle Byron. What is this, a hell diver?
When you were just a boy, you and I rode this way together, accompanying your father on a scouting expedition to Drake's Clan.
Oh, there's a bunch of hell divers. All right.
I'm not surprised you don't remember. It was just before Joshua was born.
Hey, Uncle Byron, I don't know if you noticed, but we're kind of like in the middle of something here.
But you whipped your chocobo too hard on the journey home and fell from the saddle.
That's a great story that I couldn't pay attention to because I'm fighting a bunch of hell diving birds.
Falling like a babe.
Oh, look. Some travelers, some traders. I guess we can go in here.
Who do you think those soldiers were?
Oh, now we gotta keep going, I see. There's just a little waypoint, but not the destination. I'm just seeing if there's any loot. Any good loot for us. What's this? I wonder, the bandit's bed. Should we go up there? Let's go up to the bandit's bed and just see what's up there real quick. Oh look, my uncle's got a chocobo too.
Have you lost your way already, my boy? The ruin.
I want to go up here.
The road to the inn.
Time to fight.
Let's see if it forces us to turn around. So far, it's still letting us go. It did slow us down for a minute there, though. Let's see what's up here.
You deserve a rest.
Ooh, what is this? An evil tortoise? Fastitocalan. Fastitocalan. Rank B. Bounty. Alright. Looks like we're fighting this dude.
Well, Clive. It looks like you're gonna need a bigger sword.
This one.
Oh, shoot! I just got wrecked by that dude.
To me, boy. Get him. Over here.
Dang, he hit me. Now let's punch him in the face. We haven't even staggered him fully one time. Maybe we're gonna get it this time. Oh, nope. What is happening? There we go, we broke him. Let's do this. And now let's just slice the heck out of this dude. Is this the animal you're riding on? An ostrich made for the desert. It's a chocobo, and it's basically the horses of Final Fantasy. Goes again. Now let's thunder him. Light him on fire too, might as well, right? Also, we'll throw some stones at him. Oh, geez, he hit me with his neck. Got that neck attack. All right, we broke him again. Time to finish this. Kill this giant old turtle. But it's totally evil, and it's okay that I'm killing it though. So don't worry about it. Alright, I think we're gonna end it with some thunder. Boom, he's done. There we go. Notorious Mark slain. 1200 XP, 12,000 gil for that. 20 renown, and we leveled up to level 33 now. Excellent. Scarletite. One of the hardest metals known to man, Scarletite is highly sought after by those with the means to pay its exorbitant asking price. A price determined not by its rarity, but rather due to the fact that a forge must employ no fewer than 5 healthy bearers to produce flames hot enough to melt the ore, at which time it takes upon the scarlet hue from which it takes its name. Okay, I think we've gotten one of these before, actually. So I've read that before. All right, so we did that. Great, we killed the desert tortoise. Now, there's this, like, area. Oh, okay, there's some tents over there. Let's go take a look. Guess that's it. This is a little bandit camp. That's about it. Probably they just added the bandit camp to help people find the notorious mark that we just killed. All right, let's get back on our chocobo.
Come on. Fly, Ambrosia.
Ambrosia.
Easy does it.
Jumped right over him. Finessed him.
There she is.
Looks like a nice little oasis town.
Do you know, this heat has given me quite a thirst. Quick drink before we press on?
Sounds good, my dude. And by my dude, I mean Uncle Byron. Ooh, is that a black chocobo?
Look, there. Those are ashen
Or just
steeds.
dirty? Ashen
No doubt
steeds.
about it.
Okay, they're ashen
And
steeds,
such a
so...
long ride from Stonehair. Our Waluda friends must be soothing their saddle sores in the inn. Shall we join them? Run along and play now, Torgal. Dogs aren't allowed inside.
Totally inconspicuous, just a black hooded figure with a giant sword. Nothing to see here.
Good day to you. Eating?
Sorry about my pal. He only talks when his mouth's full. What do you recommend?
Well, if you're after something light, we do a fine chocobo soup with lentils and honey.
2 bowls of that then. An ale.
Right you are.
Hey, girl!
Coming!
Your pal? Would you rather be my squire?
My Uncle Byron kind of reminds me of, like, Obi-Wan Kenobi. Oh, is this Joshua? Joshua and his attendant or whatever? He's not doing well.
Your Grace, it is plain you are not yet well enough to travel. If you would only let me take you to someone who can better attend to your ills.
No, we must press on. Prince Dion has returned to his camp and will soon depart for the front. I must speak with him at all costs. Miss this chance and I may never get another. You do understand that?
Yes, Your Grace. But you must at least agree to take your medicine.
Why would he not take his
I'll fetch you
medicine?
some water.
I'll fetch you some water. Probably clean your gloves because they got blood all over them. There's a lot going on in this one little inn, huh? Somebody really enjoyed making this whole scene flowing between the different rooms and people.
Keep watch, they tell us. But all I see is sand.
I hear they got our guest back to the Fang without any trouble. We'll be leaving soon enough.
Why the Lord Commander dragged us all this way just to save that blockhead skin, we'll never know. Dominant or not, he's a bloody idiot.
That'll be Cooker, then.
Uncle Byron,
Well, let's get
stop
this
being
down
an
us.
idiot, bruh.
We've a long way to go.
Hey, you.
All right, looks like we'll be fighting here then.
Sorry.
Can you walk, Your Grace?
What's wrong?
I fear trouble may be brewing downstairs.
Yeah, little bit. All we wanted was some chocobo soup and some ale, but my uncle has a big,
You are
dumb
travelers,
mouth.
Are you not? Me and my companions are strangers here. Perhaps you'd be good enough to accompany us a while. Help us find our way.
Sorry, lads, but we've got business in camera that can't wait.
Ah, I'm sure you could spare us an hour or two. Friend.
He's like just eating everything he can.
I'm afraid we don't have a moment to lose. Stay back, Uncle.
Gladly.
He's just eating and drinking while I do all the fighting. Okay.
It's the outlaw. Take him.
Try it.
Bravo, my boy. Just like that.
Yeah, I'm gonna completely destroy this inn, by the way. Hope that's fine with everybody.
It's you.
Bloody hides. Honestly, I'm kind of over-leveled for where I am in the game because I've done like so many side quests and just been running around and everything. I've gotten a lot of experience. So...
For your trouble. Word of advice, miss. That soup could do with a touch more salt.
He just like slurped it all down.
Now's our chance.
It's over and now you're trying to get out of here?
Your Grace?
The fight is over. All right, Rec, thanks for hanging out, dude. Have a great night. Have a good 4th of July. I won't be streaming for 4th of July because I'm going to go see fireworks and whatnot with the family. But I'll be back on Wednesday night, so I'll see you then. Heartburn. Millions of people deal with that every day.
Clive?
He knows his brother was here because he got the feather of the phoenix.
What is it now?
It's nothing. Let's go.
It's like, that doesn't seem like nothing. Seriously, so many cutscenes. It's crazy. Hey Jeremiah, how's it going? Welcome.
We didn't know where to find Kupka before. We do now.
The Royalists said it themselves. Their guest is in the Fang. We should press on before any more of their friends turn up.
How about a hot bath to soothe the aches and pains of the road?
Sure, I'll take a bath.
Look, Father. Hot water. But where are the bearers who heated it?
It wasn't heated by magic. It comes out of the ground like this.
Sounds good, Jeremiah. Lurkers always welcome.
Truly blessed. The bustling markets, the healing waters, and all under the watchful eye of Lord Kupka, who stands ready to crush any threat that might face us.
And good night.
They've closed the road. And it's the only way from here to the Fang.
Looks like we're gonna have to open the road.
It would seem Lord Kupka is not accepting visitors at present.
We have to get through that gate.
Not by force, I trust. We've attracted quite enough unwanted attention already.
By guile, then. Perhaps the Desert Hare can offer us her aid.
Rosina Dalamil, woman of mystery. But how will we find her? We know naught of her but her name.
And that she was working with Cid. Cid's other collaborators have all been people of means, the wealthiest and most successful members of their communities. I'll wager this Rosina Dalamil is the same.
That would certainly help to narrow the search. We need only inquire as to who is in charge of the town.
And that's exactly what I mean to do.
This Uncle Byron's kind of a ridiculous person. Speak with the townspeople.
Looks like we won't be getting back to Drake's Fang.
This merchant's selling some stuff. Let's see what the traveling trader has. Chatting is also welcome, of course, Jeremiah. The Breath of Lightning. Reduces lightning rod cooldown time by 5 seconds. All right, let's see how much my valuables are worth. 600 gil, not much. Platinum sword, I might as well sell this.
pleasure trading with you.
Not gonna use that again. Platinum belt, I can sell that.
Anything else I can take off your hands?
Alright.
Fare you well.
That's good, that's good. Just wanna look over here. Mommy, I wanna play with the crystal. Oh, look, there's a little, like, lizard iguana thing running around. Alright, this is a dead end.
Light it, for Gilbert's sake. You're a bearer, aren't you? I was a fool to waste good coin on you.
Poor bearer. Mean, mean master. Alright, let's talk to this traveling trader.
Anything I can help you with, travelers?
Yeah, who's in charge of this place?
My good man, we represent one of the oldest and greatest trading houses of Port Isolde. We're seeking to expand our business in the region and would very much like to make the acquaintance of Dalamil's leading entrepreneurs. If only we knew where to find them.
Well, we're best known for our baths, our markets, and our smithies. I suppose you could do worse than start your search at one of those.
Thank you. You've been most helpful.
Most helpful.
You wouldn't happen to know a lady by the name of Rosina Dalamil, would you?
No, I can't say I do.
Well, thank you all the same.
Dalamil is famous for its spas, its markets, and its smithies. Somebody at one of those might be able to help you.
Alright, we'll take a look. We'll take a look, bruh. Alright, Crimson Knights, I need to go use the restroom. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back, Crimson Knights. Sorry for the extended delay. I needed to get like a snack or something. Found some Cheez-Its. Jeremiah said, how are you, Crimson? I'm doing well, man. Yeah. I kind of wish I had taken off today from work and just done like a long weekend type of deal, but excited to have another day off and hopefully watch some fireworks and whatnot with the Crimson kids tomorrow. That should be fun. Cheez-Its are so good, right, Latrice? These ones honestly are a little bit stale, but I love Cheez-Its.
What do you want?
Stall holder. I won't keep you long. I'm looking for someone. A woman by the name of Rosina Dalamil. Do you know her?
Never heard of her. Is that all?
One more question. If I wanted to find the richest trader in town, where would you recommend that I look?
Oh, that's easy. The Briar's Kiss. Won't find a finer smithy this side of the strait. The owner's only a young sprig, but he's got all the right ideas.
The Briar's Kiss, you say? Thank you.
I doubt this young sprig is the person we're looking for. You said Sid's contact was likely to be an influential sort. Influence comes with age and experience, believe you me.
Okay, Lord Byron, seems like you don't know what you're talking about.
Real talent. People flock from miles around to buy his steel, and it isn't cheap either.
All right, let's go over here, speak with more people.
Looks like we won't be getting back to Drake's Fang anytime soon.
Well, it's not like we've got a reason to. Whatever this emergency is, they've shut down the whole...
Riverboat Captain.
Can I help you? Yes, I'm looking for a woman by the name of Rosina Dalamil. A long-standing pillar of your community, I believe, from old trading stock.
Then you should ask further. He's been here for years. Knows the place and its people like the back of his hand. And he's in with all the old merchant families. Try the baths. That's where you'll usually find him.
Thank you kindly.
Ask for further at the baths. If this woman you're looking for is still around, you'll know where to find her.
Well,
I will say, though...
Sounds like we have our man.
Perhaps. Let's go and find out exactly what this photo knows.
I love Chex Mix. If I had Chex Mix, I can eat like bags of that stuff by myself.
Hanging lanterns, keep the darkness from your door.
Excuse me. Are you Furda?
I am. Can I help you, travelers?
I hope so. You've lived here for some time, is that correct? Do you know Rosina Dalamil? We believe she may be a trader of some renown.
And what business do you have with the desert hare?
She was a close friend of mine. I was hoping she might be able to help me.
Very well. Go to the bordello. I'll arrange an introduction.
All right.
I know who you're looking for. Go to the bordello and wait there.
Guess we found her.
Do you think we can trust him?
Only as far as I...
So you're the ones who've been sniffing around.
I beg your pardon?
Don't play the fool. Stick your nose in our business and you're likely to lose it.
Are these gonna end up being my friends? Back alley bruisers? The first thing we do is always kill everybody. Then we ask more questions and have a conversation later. So what happened to all my potions?
Finished.
Mortal blow. Latrice said, I used to eat them, but I don't eat them because I've been interested in other snacks, but still love them. And you've never heard of Chex Mix? Chex Mix you've never heard of?
Who are you working for? Him or her?
Him. The boss. He wanted us to test you.
Though one could hardly call that a test.
Lord Ferda?
Look what the cat dragged in.
Your skill with the blade is rare indeed, my lord. A fitting talent for an outlaw.
You know who I am. So what now? Call in the Men of the Rock and collect the bounty?
That isn't my decision to make. Our work is done. Take him to meet his precious Rosina. She will be interested to make his acquaintance.
Yes, my lord. To the Lock of Leisure, then.
Is this going to be an actual person or some kind of other weird trick or something? Yeah, Chex Mix is so good. If you've never heard of that, you definitely got to try Chex Mix. It's a great little snack. Once you go flat, you can't go back.
The most fragrant herbs and spices.
My carpets.
Is this the place?
Lubor's Forge. The Briar's Kiss.
Ah, so it was the young sprig after all. So much for Rosina Dalamil being a woman of experience. How wrong I was.
It was an easy mistake to make, Uncle. After all, it must have been years since Sid last saw her. Sorry, him. Whoever this Lubor truly is, he's clearly a man of means. I'd say he deserves our respect.
See that he gets it. Lubor, Lord Ferda told me to bring them to you.
My boys tell me you're in need of assistance. Sid the Second.
I won't waste your time. I need passage through the south gate.
Tell me, what do you think is a merchant's most important commodity? Why, trust. Everyone knows that. Without it, you have nothing. And nothing is exactly what you have. And so, for you, I, too, have nothing. I'm not in the business of helping every lost puppy that wanders in off the street. I'm a busy man, as you can see.
Let's leave this mummer to his farce.
By all means. find someone else to help you on your way. Just be sure to tell them you're not the two travelers from the inn the guards are looking for. Don't want them jumping to conclusions, do we?
Why, you... So, what do we need to do to earn your trust?
I like this one. Willing to do whatever it takes to get what
Well, I
he
didn't say
wants.
whatever it takes, like, but just let me know what you think we need to
Men
do.
like you have a special place in my heart. Why, you ask? Because they get me what I want. Always.
Fine. So what do you want?
Don't tell me you're going to listen to this swaggering scruff.
We might as well hear him out. It's only natural that an ally of Sid's would seek assurances of strangers. Assuming he is an ally, of course. 5 years ago, he would have still been a boy.
And yet even then I had more good sense than a man, 5 times my age? But enough of the pleasantries. We were speaking of what I want. I want you to put an end to the trouble in Dalamil.
What trouble?
Return to me when you have done so, and you shall have my aid. Until then, I bid you good day.
What trouble? If you're going to give us orders, be clear about them, damn you.
Manners, Greybeard. One catches more damselflies with honey than with vinegar.
What did you call me?
My apologies. A word of advice in recompense. Follow the crystals. Oh, but that was 3. Oh, I'm making this too easy for you.
Ha! It will be easy. Solving his little riddle should be like dealing with him. Child's play. Let us divide our forces, Clive.
This uncle is ridiculous. We need to offload this guy as fast as we can.
All right. Good luck, Uncle.
Follow the crystals. That's our quest.
I thought we were the only ones causing trouble in Dalamil.
The misfortune Dalamil finds herself in is of a crystalline nature. So do be discreet in your inquiries,
I'm just confused. Why did we think that this was a female?
Master Lubor has high expectations of you. Don't disappoint him.
I don't really care what this little guy wants, alright? What's this say? For the best drop in Dalamil, visit the Final Sting. I don't know what that means. Talk to this merchant.
Excuse me. Is it true there's been trouble with crystals of late?
You've heard, then?
I've heard rumors.
Damn thieves.
Yo, Dogpool, how's it going, man?
Cups and light our stoves. Us common folk have hardly had a shard to share between us these last few moons. And it isn't as if we can buy them on the black market either. Whoever's taking them, they aren't sharing.
Alright, so somebody's stealing some crystals. How's your week starting off, Dogpool? Can I go up here?
Why is the tavern shut?
The inn's a mess of blood-soaked splinters, thanks to you. The least you can do is let us clean up in peace.
Well, I didn't pay you.
Those soldiers started it. Don't need any more trouble.
Tried to pay you for it. For the trouble. Huh, there's a whole, like, upper second floor walkway area. Oh, look, and there's some Final Fantasy loot. Got 2 goblin coins, which I think you can just trade in for money, if I'm remembering correctly.
Let me treat you. I'm pretty flush these days.
Are you now?
Not flush enough to have a shirt, apparently. What's this say? Genuine cactar needles imported from across the sea. Just one prick and your little sparrow will sing. Prick of a cactar needle, huh?
Fucking men of the wrong. Anytime they pull their snouts out of Kupka's trough is when they want to lord it over us.
More chunks of weirite.
Silver platters, made from the stoutest stoneware.
You wouldn't believe how much he gave me. Well, I hope you gave us... What can I do for you, soldier?
What are you guys talking about?
That sword polishing.
I'm not a soldier.
Ugh, then be off with you. I serve the men of the rock and the men of the rock only.
You have an agreement with them?
Don't be stupid. I just know which side my bread is buttered. Don't want to be stuck under some pauper when they come knocking. With pockets deeper than Zemeckis and an urge to empty them. No, just leave, will you? Before you scare them off.
All right. Makes like
fresh from the grill. Get it while it's
every female we talk to in this game is like, you know.
Do you have a moment?
He was just pondering this chocobo.
Just a question. Dalamil seems to be thriving compared to the other villages I came through on the way. Is there a reason for that?
Well, we're a stone's throw from Drake's Fang for one. The soldiers guarding the Mother Crystal and the shipments need a place to spend their hard-earned gil. The men of the Rock throw their money about like there's no tomorrow.
The men of the Rock.
Well, thank you. Don't let me keep you from your work any longer. I think I'm starting to get an idea of what's been going on. I wonder if Uncle Byron's learned anything of use. They'll probably be back at the inn by now.
The men of the Rock are Lord Cook's private guard. He must be a generous man. The amount they spend when they come calling.
All right, let's go back and talk to our uncle.
Why is the tavern shut?
It's you.
She
the one
keeps
who
giving
broke
me
all
this
our
stink face,
furniture.
man.
What do you want? Haven't you caused enough trouble already?
I'm looking for my pal. Have you seen him?
The gentleman who was with you? Yes, he's upstairs, but...
But what?
Thank you. I'll go and fetch him.
Okay, she was like, yeah, he's upstairs, but... Yeah, but what? But what?
Let me treat you. I'm pretty flush these days.
How are you now?
Huh?
Will this suffice as a deposit?
By the sands. That's a black pearl.
One of the many treasures in my collection that I would be only too happy to part with, should you give me reason to do so.
All right. I'm sure that we can come to an agreement, but not here.
What are you doing, Uncle?
What's Uncle Byron doing now? He screwed something up.
Care to explain why you're giving gifts to Kupka's men?
Bait, my boy. One cannot catch one's prey without it. And I do believe I've snagged us quite the quarry. I started by asking around the markets as to where I might purchase crystals. I had no luck, of course. It's forbidden to trade in such things. But my uncharacteristic indiscretion just happened to attract the attention of those uniformed ruffians. They took me aside and said they could procure the crystallized sort
if I proved I could pay for it.
So the pearl was your proof?
I thought they'd ask for more. A second-rate specimen like that would only fetch 500,000 or so.
500,000?
To pay for a
The
glimpse
heck?
of the underworld. But enough about my little act of subterfuge. What did you discover?
That the supply of crystals has dried up of late. And some people seem to think they're being stolen. Meanwhile, members of Kupka's private guard have been spending money all over town. I'll wager those soldiers you've been talking to have been siphoning off crystals meant for elsewhere, and pocketing the profits.
I'll wager you're right.
We'll meet with them then, just as you arranged, and put an end to the trouble Lubor spoke of.
Ha! That preening popinjay thought this would be difficult. It just goes to show one should never underestimate a Rosfield. We'll soon wipe that smirk off his face.
I feel like this is going to end up being more difficult than we anticipated.
Far from prying eyes.
Let's give Torgal a pet.
Place for a spotted dog.
We didn't pet him yet today. All right, there we go. He gets a little treat.
If things turn sour.
Of course.
Rendezvous with the soldiers in the desert. Okay, so we have to go through the desert gate.
What was all that?
Jeremiah, I'm doing well, man. How about yourself? What's new? Just enjoying this game, my friend. Looking forward to hopefully seeing some fireworks tomorrow. We'll see. It's also like it's thunderstorm right now. It's supposed to thunderstorm tomorrow. I don't know if the fireworks are going to end up getting canceled, but hopefully we'll get to see them, because it'll actually be, if we do go see fireworks, it'll be the first time that the youngest Crimson kid gets to see fireworks, so that would be fun. I guess that one's dead.
Get him. Over here. Fine work, my boy.
Dogpool said, or Jeremiah said, "I'm good." You're gonna be a full-time content creator, Jeremiah? That's fun. That be like kind of your summer gig? Just going all in on content creation? And glad to hear you're okay, Dogpool. Can't jump over that rock. That's impossible. What do your parents think about, you know, making videos and streaming and all that, Jeremiah?
I'll take it from here.
Wow, they've got a whole stockpile of crystals.
I was beginning to think you weren't coming, my lord. You've brought your contribution?
All the silver and stones I could scrape together at such short notice?
You brought the whole 500 talents.
That was the price we agreed upon, yes? If you've no objections, I'd like to see the crystal.
Of course. Right this way, my lord.
Not bad at all. You weren't lying about the clarity. But what of security? If I were to be stopped on the road, what guarantee have I that it wouldn't be seized as property of the Republic?
Because these crystals are no longer the property of the Republic. You're not buying from us. You're buying from them.
And we have no more jurisdiction here than you, my lord. But we have ships, and will gladly deliver to a port of your choosing, now that our price has been met.
Royalists, eh? What brings you here?
Why, to collect their share of Drake's Fang's blessing, of course. Our nations are allies, and so they are entitled to a portion of the Mother Crystal's bounty. And being such good friends, we elected to increase that portion and share the benefits. And now that these crystals are officially property of the Kingdom of Waloed, we are duty-bound not to interfere, no matter where they might happen to end up next.
Did you get all that? They're in cahoots!
So it would seem.
My lord, what is the meaning of this?
I thought they were gonna try to, like, trick me.
They're not here to do business. Kill them. Kill them both.
All right, well, guess we're gonna have to do this.
Enough. It's not over yet, Uncle. I'm just getting warmed up. This one. Sick 'em.
This is Kupka's private guard.
You're finished. Over here.
Let me go grab this real quick.
Titan! This one.
We're getting attacked by a Chocobo. That would be the last one I kill.
You lose.
Got him with some lightning magic. All right. Nothing very special and all that, though.
Well, that wasn't too bad. How'd you like my performance, huh? I've often played the villain on the stage. I think I did the role justice. Don't you?
Greybeard, you were magnificent. The battle scene was particularly thrilling. Such a shame you didn't have more of an audience, but perhaps that's for the best.
How long have you been watching?
Long enough to witness your uncle's sordid transaction. I hardly expected
We literally
one
did it
so
above your shop.
venerable to degrade himself so thoroughly, buying one's way into the confidence of degenerates. Ingenious.
This was the trouble you spoke of. The men of the Rock taking crystals meant for the common folk and conspiring with the Royalists. Well, now it's over.
Indeed it is. The people of Dalamil had scarcely any means of redress against Kupka's men, let alone a foreign army. Until you two came along, that is. Well, we'd better get these crystals back to town. You won't mind waiting with them while I fetch a wagon.
Can I trust this dude? feel like he's gonna double cross me or something. Jeremiah said, well, my dad said that if it's something I should do it, but other than that, what he told me, I don't know. But I'm gonna make videos when I can, though.
It occurs to me that
that's cool.
still don't know your name.
Clive.
So, Sid the Second is a Clive. I suppose it could have been worse. Well, Clive, you held up your end of the bargain, so I must do the same. Passage through the South Gate, was it not? To tell the truth, you've helped a little there too. Many of the guards have already been redeployed to deal with the issue of their missing comrades. And those left behind have been encouraged to look the other way should you attempt to pass through.
Thank you. And please allow me to cover your costs. You still have the purse I gave to the soldiers, I trust? I saw you pluck it from one of the bodies.
Oh, dear. Was I really so obvious?
And my name is not Greybeard. It is Lord Byron Rosfield, thank you very much.
No, thank you very much, Greybeard. Here, wear this.
Seal obtained. You accept the Desert Rose from Lubor.
Any friend of mine who sees you with it shall be a friend of yours.
And people in this game really love having their special local seals to get you through places.
One of my Stoluses back to your people. Tell them that Rosina Dalamil is back in bed with Sid.
It's our little owlie. Just like Harry Potter. Oh god, that's scarier than Harry Potter.
I'm trusting you, Sid. Or should I say, Clive? So be sure not to let me down. I have a reputation to uphold.
I feel like they held hands and stared into each other's eyes way too long there.
Well then, I wish you a safe journey south.
Thank you.
Not at all. It was my pleasure.
Come on, Uncle. Let's go.
Quest complete. Follow the crystals complete. 1,000 gil for that. 15 renown as well.
What is it now?
All right, let's ask about Lubor.
You and I
have more in common than you might think. Not only are we both masters of the blade and devilishly handsome to boot, but we are both the second people to bear our respective names. What? You didn't think Rosina Dalamil was my own invention, did you? It was the name of my master. I inherited it from her, along with her title and her smithy. Ensuring that her name lived on was the least I could do after all she did for me. She plucked me from the streets and put my less than nimble fingers to work making blades instead of trouble. Alas, she was to leave my life as suddenly and unexpectedly as she had entered it. I swore to follow in her footsteps that I might change others' lives as she had mine. That's why I keep her forge alive, why I play the desert hare, why I care for the orphans of Dalamil. Indeed, I had thought my obligations to Renz and Drika to be my most pressing concern. That is until the infamous Sid made a surprise reappearance, rather muddied the waters. Still, I suppose there's enough of me to go around, but do forgive me if the desert hare isn't always at your beck and call, won't you? Alright, so that makes a lot more sense.
Ours is a blessed corner of the Velcroy.
A veritable oasis with clear, running water and natural hot springs. I don't doubt that people have been gathering here since long before the founding of the Republic. Since it was founded, they've been gathering in even greater numbers to serve the needs of the miners who work Drake's Fang and the soldiers who guard it. And serve them they did, lining their coffers far from the prying eyes and grasping fingers of the Republican excisemen. Not that edicts from Rondela carry much weight in these parts. Dalamil has long been something of a law unto itself. Here, those with the most money or the most friends make the rules.
At least they did.
At least they did until Kupka built the castle of his at the heart of the Mother Crystal. Dalamil's been Titan's fiefdom since then. And while his men may be liberal with their coin, they are anything but in the exercising of their authority, which, as I'm sure I don't need to tell you, is absolute. So you see why those with the people's best interests at heart took it upon themselves to organize their own protection, my predecessor chief among them. Ask about the crystal trade.
How very fitting.
How very fitting that the noble soldiers of Dhalmekia and Walud, partners in arms on so many battlefields, should also become partners in crime. Still, the merchants of Dalamil will be relieved to see them brought to justice. Many have been driven almost to ruin for want of crystal. I'm sure they would all be rushing to thank you for the service you've done them, if, of course, they had any idea what you'd done. Of course, as long as we remain reliant on the power of crystals, we leave ourselves open to such exploitation. But people are such greedy, needy creatures.
Simply no other way.
There's simply no other way, Clive. You must bring down each and every Mother Crystal in the Twins and put an end to the people's thoughtless dependence upon them. Try not to disappoint me.
Best of luck.
I've never even forged a button
Sava,
knife
apprentice
before.
smith.
Perhaps Forge Master Luba's having fun at my expense.
I wouldn't put it past him.
Neither would I. Oh, wait. Are you Clive?
I am.
Sorry, my mind was elsewhere. I'm Sava, Master Luba's least accomplished apprentice. Soon to be former apprentice if I don't pass this test. Maybe I'm just not the resourceful type. People are buying up weapons faster than the Briar's Kiss can forge them, and here I am, unable to make a decent bit of kitchenware. He wants me to make a carving knife, one that embodies the spirit of Dalamil. Whatever that's supposed to mean. I don't suppose you have any idea what he's on about, do you?
I'm afraid not.
Never mind. Thought I'd ask. It was that or pack my bags.
You know, I used to collect little ornamental knives from different places that I visited. And unfortunately,
I know how busy the Briar's Kiss has been.
My house got broken into and they were all stolen.
I'd be a fool to refuse.
I lost all the nice ornamental knives that I had.
Where do we start?
Good question.
And then I've also wondered, like, have they been used in, like, crimes and stuff?
And then there's this little riddle to
Who
keep
knows?
in mind. The spirit of Dalamil. Nothing is ever simple with that man.
The way I see it, there's only one way we'll be solving Lupor's puzzle. We need information. The more the better.
You're right. There's no point fumbling in the dark, I suppose. Now, who to speak to first? Well, there's plenty of folk in Dalamil who use knives for a living. There's the butcher, of course, and any number of cooks. They're bound to have an opinion or two about the tools of their trade. All right. I think we have a plan. Let's get to it, shall we? I'll talk to every cook I can find. You speak to the butcher, and anyone else you can think of.
All right. Good luck.
Let's hope that someone says something useful.
Carving out a niche.
Trust Lubor to take a simple test and turn it into a riddle. I better get to it.
Alright, so we gotta speak with townspeople. Yeah, I'm sad that I lost all those, because I literally got them from, like, you know, other countries all over the place, different countries that I visited. So it's a shame, you know.
Welcome, sir. What can I do you for?
A question, if you don't mind. I need to know what makes a good carving knife.
You a blacksmith or something?
Something, I suppose.
Fair enough. Knives, is it? First and foremost, it's got to hold an edge. Most knives will make it through fat, no problem, but sinew dulls cheap steel in no time. Give me a blade which can slice through anything that crosses my chopping block, and I'm a happy woman.
So a knife that stays sharp.
Wow, I could never have thought of that unless I had talked to somebody. A good knife is one that stays sharp.
Put a knife with an edge like Odin's razor in my hand, and I'll make short work of any carcass.
Man, walking through this market is making me hungry, dude. Can I get new ones? Not really. I mean, it's like, you know, I literally visited other countries. I, like, you know, negotiated, bartered for these special knives from these places that I visited. They can't really be replaced in that sense. The bathhouse owner.
Years of toil. Every coin I've ever earned is tied up in this place.
Are you all right?
The baths are closed. Leave me be. On second thought, perhaps you are just what I need. Might your services be for hire?
What do you mean I'm just what you need?
I'd have you save my business, the baths. The water's turned scalding hot and all the crystals in Dalimil wouldn't be enough to cool it. I've no doubt that my woes stem from the water's source.
Well, what are we gonna do about that, man?
My customers thinking I've abandoned the place. I'm bound to these baths in more ways than one. I beg of you, go to Dusnoff Terraces. Tell me what you find there.
All right.
I'll go and take a look.
Wonderful. It's not far. Leave the market by the south gate. The smell of sulfur will guide you the rest of the way. These baths are all that keep me from an ignoble end in a debtor's prison. My livelihood, my very life, is at stake.
Yeah, and I was also given some of the knives that I had. I was also given as gifts from people who were from or had visited other countries as well.
Lubor was true to his word.
Wait, so where else am I supposed to be going here?
Well,
speak with townspeople. Where's the other townsperson I can speak with?
Just look at the plates and pots.
Like, there's the one.
Is it true what I'm hearing? The men of the rock were carting off our crystals.
All right, so it's saying go this way, but then who am I supposed to talk to? Did I have one from Japan? I can't remember. I might have, because I did. One of my best friends visited Japan a couple times. I can't remember, though. Oh, here we go. Here's who I need to talk to. The hunter.
What is it? I'm in no mood for chatter.
Sorry. Do you mind if I ask your trade?
Hunter? Why?
I have a question. Can you tell me what makes a good carving knife? I assume you use one out in the field.
Has to be able to put up with some punishment. Can't be dealing with a brittle blade, not while I'm on the hunt. If your knife snaps every time you use it, you'll be spending coin as fast as you make it. Times are hard enough as it is.
Thank you. I won't keep you any longer.
All business, eh? Man after my own heart.
So, a carving knife should be hard-wearing and hold an edge. Hardly a revelation. Let's hope Sava had better luck than I did.
Can't you see I'm busy? Unless you'd like a closer look at my knives.
But yeah, I had some, you know, I had some from my personal visits to different parts of China. I'm trying to remember, like, Mexico, Jamaica, Costa Rica. Maybe Canada. I can't remember all the places, but...
So, how'd it go? You learn anything useful, or should I be looking for a new trade?
Only that a blade should be durable and stay sharp. But I don't see how that relates to the spirit of Dalimil.
I didn't have much luck either. All the cook said was that he needs his knives to be light. Too heavy and they do his shoulder in.
So we're no better off than when we started. Perhaps Lubor didn't mean anything with his Dalimil remark. But that can't be right. I've bandied enough words with the man to know that he chooses them carefully. No. We must be missing something. Something right in front of our noses, most likely.
No doubt you're right, but I have to make a start soon. I can't put off making this knife forever.
Agreed. Luba wouldn't like that much.
Right. I've been trained to work iron. The cheap stuff, mind. But it's hardy enough if you don't hammer it too thin, and it sharpens up nicely with a bit of effort. Trouble is, it's either durable or it's light. Meaning someone is going to be disappointed. Forge Master Lubor, probably.
Is there no one else you can turn to? Someone who knows their metals, perhaps?
Maybe Mithril. What about Mithril?
The other apprentices know better than to help me with my test. But maybe there is someone I could turn to. A merchant, a favorite of Forge Master Lubor's, who sells metals to tradesmen passing.
Yeah, this is starting to sound more promising.
I bet she'd know a thing or two.
Yeah, great idea, bruh. Alright, so seems like he went this way. Search the Velcroy Desert for the metal trader. Alright, let's get our Chocobo.
Ready, go?
Go back up to this little waypoint area. Find the trader. Hopefully we'll get like Mithril or some other very nice knife made for us, or at least material for one, so that we can have like a great sword or piece of gear at the end of all this.
Any luck? Or will you be needing help with your bags?
Well, I asked her, but
It's always something, man.
If you're looking to make a knife that will impress a master like Lubor, there are options. They're just not that viable. Featherlight adamantite knives will get passed from generation to generation, never needing so much as a lick of the whetstone. But adamantite ore is unique to ash, so it doesn't come cheap.
And it's beyond my skill to handle.
Unique to ash. Are there any materials unique to Dalamil?
How are you just asking this? Why did it take so long to ask this question?
What are you getting at?
You said that Lubor trained you to work iron. Then that's what he'll expect you to use. But he would have known that it would either be too heavy or too brittle for a carving knife. Perhaps his Dalamil remark wasn't a riddle, but a hint.
If it's cheap metal you're using, then there's always limestone, I suppose. Folk first settled Dalamil to get at her mineral deposits. And if you know the trick, it can be melted down in the furnace to drive out impurities from low-quality iron.
Bloody hell! That must be it!
Well, there we
Suppose you know
go.
the trick, do you?
It's hardly my speciality, but I've been around enough blacksmiths to know how it works.
Looks like I've got some learning to do. Clive, I hate to ask after all that you've done for me, but...
The limestone? Fine. I can hardly.
He needs us to
abandon you
actually
now.
get the limestone for him too.
I want to know if this is the answer to Lubor's little riddle.
I can't thank you enough, Clive. You'll have no trouble finding limestone over in the terraces. The place is bloody made of it.
Then I suppose I'll meet you back at the forge.
Right you are. I'll see you shortly. So, do you crush it up, or just throw it in the furnace?
Do you crush it up, or just throw it in the furnace?
Come on. Run like the wind.
All right. We're still doing some side quests. Oh gosh, I almost just ran right off a cliff. Not paying any attention. Fortunately, my Chocobo did not run off the cliff, though. I guess he could have just fluttered nicely down to the ground, so it wouldn't have been the end of the world for us, most likely.
I can walk from here.
Is it true what I'm hearing?
My carpets have bright and the juiciest meat from green.
Just look at the detail.
All right, so I guess now I can just walk right through this gate.
We should get going soon. Do you have water?
What do you want? Directions? Either take this road to the Fang, or piss off back the way you came.
All right, then.
Ah, I'm not too late.
What is it, Lubo?
A question that I neglected to ask earlier. Where is it that you're bound?
To Drake's Fang. To finish Hugo Cooper.
Wow, we're just straight up telling him.
Just as I thought. Then allow me to share a secret. Drake's Fang is currently riddled with royalists. Talmeki and Walud are allies, and as you have seen, their soldiers work hand in glove. But no nation has ever before allowed a foreign army to make a barracks of its holiest of holies.
Not by choice, at least.
And there's more. My man on the inside of the Fang has failed to report for several days. I fear there may be more trouble lying in wait for you on the road ahead.
Isn't there always?
If you're determined to beard the lion's den, then promise me one thing. That you will enter via the mines, where the guard is lightest.
Doesn't matter where we go, we're gonna murder everybody in our path, basically.
If I lose another, people will start to think me careless.
I don't plan on dying. Not before Kupka does, anyway.
Well, so long as you have a plan.
All right, the Doznov Terraces.
Shall we press on?
All right, so we're collecting limestone for that dude, making the knife, Sava the Apprentice. Nice, nice, nice. All right, now somehow we have to get over there. Very nice looking little hot spring river or whatever it is.
Come on, girl, the gate's open now.
Traveling merchant.
Trader, are you? Seeking your fortune down in the golden sands of Dalamil? From mercantile stock myself, as it happens. You'd never guess. I was born just down the road in Dravost. And like me old ma and pa, I've been wandering the world hunting Gilbard's blessing ever since. Reckon I might have found it too. You've heard about the famous healing waters they got round these parts, right? Well, I'm thinking if I can find a little pool of my own, dress it up a bit, lay on drinks and fancies and whatnot, I'd have a license to mint Gil.
To mint Gil.
With a grape in your gob and a glass in your hand. There's nothing people wouldn't pay.
All right, he had a lot to say. Now that I just finished this 30 ounces, I officially met and exceeded my daily water goal. So I gotta be drinking like about 95 ounces a day, and I just went over 100 with that one. It's a lot, and I end up having to use the bathroom a lot. Stay hydrated, but I'm trying to do my best to be as hydrated as possible for this Spartan race in 2 weeks.
Awful's taken up residence in the springs. You'll turn back if you know what's good for you.
Oh no, we're gonna go kill all of them. Don't worry, bro. Don't worry, bruh. We're gonna go take care of it.
flames. That explains the heat.
So all these bombs are kind of heating everything up, huh?
It's over.
Hey. Okay. This is getting ridiculous. Let's light the fire on fire.
This one. It's over. Out of the frying pan.
Out of the frying pan. Of course. Oh, shoot.
Soil and stone.
Are these called bath bombs, by the way? Oh, jeez. I actually don't have any heals. This could be a problem.
Oh, good. To me, boy. Go, Torgal.
I'm just gonna have to use my alt or whatever, my limit break.
Nice try. It's over.
Whew. That actually was closer than I kind of anticipated. All right.
Let's cool things down a bit. Let's hope it's enough to keep the baths from boiling.
Okay, so just killing all those things is all we had to do, actually, to cool down the hot springs over here that are feeding the bathhouses. And now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go back over there.
This is no good. I was hoping to get out.
Finish up these side quests.
I wasn't sure how much you'd need, but I hope this is enough.
Spring lime, a brittle white stone that grows in the restorative hot springs near Dalamil. When dried and milled into a fine powder, it can be added to molten iron to purge the metal of impurities.
You are one of the good ones, you know that.
One of the good ones.
She's got quite a gift for teaching that one. Now, time to see if limestone is the secret weapon we were hoping for.
Sometime later.
That'll do, I reckon.
That does not look like a very good knife to me.
Rocks of Dalamil. Her spirit, if you will.
It's a fine-looking blade.
Not really.
I only hope Master Lubor agrees.
That sounds like my cue. And just as well. I was getting tired of waiting.
I'm sorry, Forge Master Lubor.
Let's take a look then, shall we? First things first, Sava, do you think this is a carving knife worthy of the fine people of Dalamil?
I'd like to think so. But what do you think?
what do I think indeed? It's sharp-ish, but it won't last long with hard use. And it's heavy, heavier than it should be. You might not think it just to hold it for a moment, but sell that to a cook and you'll never hear the end of it. It looks like someone paid a visit to the terraces. The limestone was a step in the right direction, granted, but one that still leaves you short of the mark.
And I was so certain I had it all worked out.
I don't know who you found to teach you that little trick, but it certainly shows initiative. Next question. How much do you think I would charge if I'd made this?
Well, if it took you even a fraction of the time it took me, I would say you could demand a heavy purse.
And who would be able to pay that? The butcher? The hunter? The cooks over at the inn? Dalamil is home to humble traders, not wealthy lords and ladies. Rule number 1 in any business, Sava: know your customers.
Yes, Forge Master.
Yes, Forge Master.
This is just about passable, but only just. I'd say you're worth keeping around a little longer. Starting tomorrow, you'll have an anvil of your own.
I will.
Wow, that was like a super critical and mean affirmation, I guess.
What would you do if you were asked to forge a carving knife?
I'd do what I always do. Ask who it's for. If it was for the butcher, I'd make sure it holds an edge. For the hunter, I'd make it as tough as Titan. For the cook, light as a feather. And for the nobleman, I'd make it cost an absolute fortune.
There goes a master, all right.
It looks like congratulations are in order.
I couldn't have done it without you. So much for the Forge Master's riddle, though, eh? The spirit of Dalamil had nothing to do with limestone or anything much at all. Meaning, I had you run around for no good reason.
Yeah, but I am gonna need payment, so...
That's all that matters.
Time to cough it up.
In no time.
And when I do, I'll craft you the finest carving knife you have ever seen.
Well, I'm gonna need, like, kind of a sword, okay, to conquer literal gods. So if you can make me one of those, sounds good. Got a goblin coin. 1,000 gil and 10 renown.
Thank you, Clive. I honestly don't think I could have done it without all your help.
My carpets have
Take a sniff, good sir. Kneaded to a silken softness.
Lights and pots!
Let's talk to Bathhouse guy.
I was hoping we'd be seeing you again. The baths grow more bearable by the moment. It won't be long now before we are back to business as usual.
I'm glad to hear it.
Now, tell me this. What did you find at the terraces? What threatened to make me a pauper?
Not what I expected, that's for certain.
Bath bombs.
You tell a fine story. That's not to say I don't believe you, though. Creatures made of flame, eh? That's something new to worry about. But I burdened you with my worries enough already. Here, a small something.
What do you
by
got
way of
for me, Bathhouse man?
Right. It's high time I got back to work. With a little luck, the day might yet be salvaged.
Yet another quest complete. In hot water. The Breath of the Inferno Ignition reduces ignition cooldown by 2.2 seconds and more scarletite. All right. One of the hardest metals known to man. So that'll be good for actually crafting something.
It's just as well I sent you to the terraces in my stead. It sounds like I'd have been burnt to a crisp.
All right, let's take a look at our abilities. So what is this? This is Limit Break. I could upgrade that again for 2,000. What do I have? I have 2,600 ability points. I could also upgrade my Flames of Rebirth for 2,300. Or I could keep saving to upgrade my Judgment Bolt, which is pretty good. But I do also like Flames of Rebirth a lot. Judgment Bolt just does so much damage. The Flames of Rebirth. I don't know. Or I could just like master a bunch of other abilities for pretty cheap. I feel like I wouldn't like that as much though. What happens if you master this? Both melee attacks and magic shots can be dealt while shifting. Like if I master that, I can like zip to people faster. That actually might be worth doing. All right, so now that's mastered. That'll be interesting. That's Blind Justice. I don't know. I guess we just mastered Phoenix Shift. And maybe we'll just save ability points for future things. All right, Crimson Knights. I know it's a little bit early, but honestly, I'm pretty tired. And even though we did drink G Fuel because we tried our new glitch mix hydration flavor, it's a hydration flavor, so it didn't have caffeine. And I think I needed some caffeine. I'm feeling it. So I'm going to call the stream there. We made solid progress in the Final Fantasy XVI storyline. I will not be streaming tomorrow because for 4th of July, I'm going to try to see if I can go watch some fireworks with the kids. Hope you all have a good holiday with friends and family tomorrow. And I will be back on Wednesday night with some more Final Fantasy XVI. We'll pick up right where we left off. So thanks so much for joining the stream. Thank you for liking the video and being subscribed to the channel. Appreciate you guys. Happy Independence Day to you all. Have a great first half of your week, and I'll see you on Wednesday night. Night, everybody.